Welcome to the Pelvis Party, a health talk show in partnership with Olmsted Medical Center, where experts and guests dive into real conversations about hormones, sexual and pelvic health, and everything in between. We're creating a space for honest, judgment-free talk. There are no dumb questions, no awkward topics, and definitely no shame.
Hi, welcome back to the Pelvis Party. I'm Becky Monpetit. I am the owner of RochesterLocal.com. This is Britt Marshall. She's with Olmsted Medical Center Marketing. And this is Dr. Melissa Richards. She is the chair of the Obstetrics and Gynecology Department at OMC. Hello, welcome back to the Pelvis Party. We've been having a good time.
It's quite the party.
Talking about pelvises and women's health. And we're going to keep it on a roll. So we've talked about pelvic health, we've talked about incontinence, and we have talked about prolapse.
Yep.
All fascinating, and lots more things to talk about regarding those topics. And today, we're going to talk about IUDs.
Kind of a pivot.
It is a little bit of a pivot, but I also feel like it's kind of a big topic.
It's huge.
Right? Because I think that I'm at this age, I'm over 40, 41, and a lot of my friends are starting to talk about IUDs because we're up and out of having our babies and we're talking a little bit more about it. Or I have a lot of friends who are younger and they're like not even close to wanting to have their babies yet. And so these IUDs is kind of a topic of conversation amongst multiple generations of women right now.
Totally.
What are you seeing in the clinic?
So, first, visuals. Okay, so what are IUDs? I'll show it to you guys.
It's got a little smiley face
It's so
on
happy.
it.
My husband got me this for Christmas a couple of years ago of Etsy. So this is an IUD, which is an intrauterine device. So here's, the vagina is not in this photo. So vagina is like where the penis goes or the tampon goes or whatever you're putting in your vagina.
Hopefully only safe things.
Safe things.
Safe
Be
things
safe,
only.
Safe choices. Here's the uterus itself. Here's the cervix. And the IUD sits inside of the uterus, the body of the uterus.
So, yeah, I think that's something that's really interesting for people to know is that this IUD sits in your uterus.
Right. A lot of people think like that it sits like where you put a tampon or actually in the vagina. So it's a lot of when we talk about IUDs, it's a lot of misconceptions and helping people understand like what is its purpose, what can we do with an IUD, what IUDs are out there. Like I have a book that's all different IUDs throughout history. IUDs have been around for a long time, not just like recently.
Okay.
I have a book. Maybe we'll
have to bring it.
Yes.
Writing it down again.
Right, exactly.
The IUD book.
All the different IUDs. In the US, all of our IUDs are T-shaped.
Okay. Yep.
So the four that I can just think of, or five, the ones that we have at OMC. Let's talk about the OMC ones. So we have the copper IUD. That's the Paragard IUD.
Paragard.
That's good for 10 to 12 years. To prevent pregnancy.
How is it even safe to have something in your body for that long?
Isn't it wild? So it's inert. It's not doing anything. People get, hip replacements.
Oh, that's a good point.
I know, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Totally. So I joke with some women, just leave it in until the coffin. It's fine.
Oh, well, I suppose.
Yeah. If it's not causing issues and it's protecting the lining of your uterus, let's just
Okay, we're going to put a pin in the 5 that you have, because you're going to talk about that. Can you talk about how big the actual IUD is? Like when we're talking about like the leaving something in your body?
Totally. So the IUD, I don't have the like dimensions, the specs, but in length, like
the speculum. My little pelvic health humor. Yes.
So like the Paragard and the Mirena IUD are about the same size. So the stem is about an inch in length, and then the T portion is probably a little less.
Okay.
The top of it a little less than an inch in length, and then Liletta is an IUD that we don't have at OMC. But that kind of acts similar to the Mirena IUD in time frame and the amount of hormone that's in it. And then Kyleena Kylina to me is like Marina's little sister.
Oh,
It's like a cool name.
It's Kylina.
yeah,
Yes.
Kylina.
Yeah.
The spicy IUD.
Exactly. So like Marina is good for 8 years as a birth control.
Okay.
Up to 8 years, FDA approved. The Kylina is 5, and it's got the least amount of hormone out of any birth control on the market. Oral, patch, injection,
really? Okay.
anything. So Kylina has the lowest amount of hormone that's released. And that we're going to go into details about how these things work at some point. But the thing with Kylina is there's a good chance you'll get a period.
Oh.
So
okay.
Right.
Well,
so
yeah.
Right. So it's marketed maybe more towards younger women who like the idea of getting that monthly reminder.
Yes.
That she's not pregnant. We can go into details how that's not always true. But yes, so the Kylina has the least amount of hormone on the market. It's a little bit smaller. It is FDA approved for people who haven't had babies yet,
Right.
or had something in the uterus,
Okay.
a pregnancy inside the uterus. But Mirena is probably what I say, out of every 20 IUDs I place, 17 are probably Mirenas.
Okay.
And then 2 are Kylinas, and then 1 Paragard IUD
Okay.
is kind of my numbers.
So it really sounds like it's pretty personalized to whatever
yeah,
person
for
is
sure.
looking for,
Yeah.
right? And so the thing that is interesting to me about IUDs is that they're not just used as birth control.
Totally.
And that really blew my mind when I kind of realized that IUDs are used as a tool for something else.
Right.
So
Like heavy periods.
Yes, heavy periods.
Good job, Becky.
Yeah, so I'll tell you about my situation. So I had a primary care visit early in 2022, and I found out that my hemoglobin was so low, like if it goes lower, transfusion time. And so we had to figure that out. Turns out I got a referral to OBGYN at OMC. And turns out that my periods, which I had lived with my whole life,
Totally.
were
Bad.
depleting me.
Right?
Depleting me. And I had no idea because what was I doing? I was settling.
Right.
I didn't know that should be like our slogan for this.
Right.
Don't settle.
Nope.
And I was just like, my hemoglobin was so low because my periods were so heavy. And so Dr. Gilman, my OBGYN.
She says hello, by the way.
Oh, hi, Dr. Can we get her on the show?
I will work on it.
We'll try and get her on the show. Anyways, I got a Mirena, amongst other things, to treat my low hemoglobin. And it changed my life. Literally changed my life. And it wasn't even that I wanted to use it as birth control. I just wanted to, as Dr. Gilman said, shut off my periods to get my health back and my quality of life back too. So I suppose you see people like this in your office all the time.
Totally. So there are like 5 different indications for the Mirena IUD specifically. So pregnancy prevention. Like that's what I have it for. Like I don't have time for permanent sterilization.
You want another baby right now?
I know, weird, right? Strange. I'm good. And then my husband's like, no, thank you about that vasectomy. Let's start a club, ladies. Mr. Richards, vasectomy.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, well.
Yeah, that's going to go nowhere fast.
That'll be on our next episode.
Oh, that'd be great. So birth control, 99 point high numbers effective. And it's neat because when it first came out, it was 5 years, then it was 6 years, then it was 7 years, and now we're up to 8 years.
8 years.
So even at 8 years, it's not as if it explodes or anything. It just means it becomes less effective. We use it for heavy periods, so expect an 85 to 99% reduction in periods.
Yes.
We'll go into detail at some point about how we were supposed to be breastfeeding or pregnant throughout all of our reproductive years. You don't have to have a period every month. People are obsessed with having your periods or bleeding once a month. You don't need to.
Okay.
We use it for...
Good to know.
I know.
Yeah,
right?
you don't. Yeah, no, thank you. Plus, it's expensive.
It's so expensive. Painful periods. So we use it for women who have painful periods. We use it for women who have precancerous cells inside their uterus. This is where it is amazing. Precancerous cells inside their uterus, or they literally have cancer inside their uterus, and for one reason or another, we cannot remove their uterus. It can literally cure cancer. What?
I did not.
Not fake news.
That is blowing my mind.
I know. Right? It's so cool.
Because of the extra dose of hormones?
It's progesterone. So progesterone, what it does is the many ways that it works. The number one way it works is in preventing pregnancy is it changes the cervical mucus so the spermies can't go from the vagina into the uterus. But also progesterone is very like anti-estrogen in the lining of the uterus. Estrogen is what grows the lining of the uterus, which can also grow cancer cells inside the lining of the uterus. So the progesterone that's released from the IUD is sitting right there inside the uterus and can eat up all those naughty cells. I know.
Oh,
so cool, right?
Gosh. I had no idea.
Yeah, it's a game changer. Well, and it's changed how we manage medicine. Like the Mirena IUD has changed, or IUDs in general have changed. Like we used to just heavy periods, hysterectomy, painful periods, hysterectomy, precancer cells inside your uterus, hysterectomy, and now we have this. So like, I love operating, like I'm a surgeon, but it's such a nice option that you can get that same impact without going to the OR. Like my mom had her hysterectomy when she was 37 for heavy periods. We know there's a family history that plays a role in these periods. And like, I have my Mirena happy. I haven't bought tampons or pads since 2015.
Right.
Crazy.
Right. It's fascinating because, again, science, just everything that is done to improve the quality of our lives. And a hysterectomy is no walk in the park. It's not anything that's like, doo-dee-doo, let's get one done. It's major surgery.
Totally.
Oh, my mind is totally blown about this.
And this is reversible. That's what's cool. And the other thing is I've learned to like take pressure. Like we'll be sitting in the office and you're like, my periods are the worst. I'm like, okay, well, here are all of your options. And you're like, sweet, I want to do this Mirena. And we're like, yeah, the Mirena is going to work. Most of the time, like, what do people not like about the Mirena? The placement, Becky, you can talk about that. But like spotting can happen. Like
I still spot and it's super annoying.
It's super annoying.
Yes.
So we need to like look at the spotting and okay, if you spot from no more than like 7 days, once a month, I'm gonna be like thumbs up. That's your period. It's just there isn't a lot of tissue for you to shed every month. But if you're bleeding or spotting more frequently than that, if you're having pain with your IUD in place, like then I guess that's not gonna work for you. And that's okay. Like the Mirena doesn't have to work for everyone, but boy, 80% of women that do the Mirena are like, this is amazing. Game changer.
Compared to like, so, you know, the spotting is something, but I was having such bad periods that I wouldn't leave my house. That I would have leaking accidents with everything, with the heaviest tampon you can buy. Menstrual cups, no, I'm sorry. When they were like, it holds this much, nope, no, it just wasn't an option for me. So literally, the Mirena has changed my life.
And you did that for years?
Years. I got my period when I was 10, and I struggled with heavy periods since I was a teenager. Isn't it? It makes me feel like I want to write a book about what a heavy period is, because some women will say, oh, I have a heavy period. But what is a heavy period? It's a little subjective, but then when you don't want to be like, I have a heavy period, and they're like, well, how?
So there is some objectiveness to this. I don't have in front of me, but there are like quantitative, looking at like number of tampons that you saturate per day, or like actually measuring the amount of heavy bleeding.
Oh my.
But really, like in real world, is it impacting your ability to be a normal human? Do you not do things for days?
Yes.
Due to your periods? Can you not wear white every day of the month? Like that's my big job. I can wear white every day of the month. Every day.
It's true. I would have such, another thing for me was cramping. So I would have such bad cramping, and I would have to lay down, and I would have to, I'd take 4 ibuprofen, heat pad, whatever, and it would be like a day of bad cramping once a month.
Horrible.
I know. So
what was your placement experience?
Oh yeah, let's talk about my placement experience. So I was a little nervous about it, but frankly, it was for me, it was no worse than a pelvic exam. I mean, it went very, very quickly. It went in, there was a tiny bit of cramping. The next day, it felt like I had, far less painful than the regular cramping that I get with a period. And so for me, the actual placement of it was no big deal. It really wasn't. You felt like a tiny pinch, But besides that, it really wasn't a big deal. The bigger deal was the period that I had after my placement, because the Mirena it flushes everything out. So it's flushing out my uterus, and that was a stay home for days.
It's a heavy period, which is interesting. Like, that's actually unique, because during a heavy bleed, we will place an IUD to help slow the bleed. So, you know, that's also interesting. Everyone's like so unique.
But then that was it. Like, I had that one heavy period, and then they just subsequently got lighter and lighter and lighter. And it's been like 6 months since it was placed.
Yay.
Well, we could probably talk about IUDs for 100 days. As you can see, it's a topic that I like to talk about. Well, we should probably wrap up this pelvis party, right?
It was a party.
It was a party.
Like a little
I know.
power party.
So again, thank you for joining us for Pelvis Party. We're talking all things pelvis and women's health. For more information, you can go to rochesterlocal.com, and we will see you next time.
Thanks for tuning in to the Pelvis Party. As we always say, there are no dumb questions, and this is a safe place to ask them. So please drop us a line. Let us know what's on your mind for a future episode. And as always, like and follow for more.